Hey everybody, hey! Long time no COVID. That's right. We are feeling so much better, and by we, I don't mean like the royal we. I mean me and my husband, Rob. We're both over Omicron, and I am playing some catch up this week. This is my little slice of Narnia, where I can just go away from the world if I want to, and really, don't we all? Let's get into it. This is one of the first things that I finished in 2021. It wasn't made in 2021, but it was finished in 2021 because sometimes I lie to you guys. I'm not gonna put this one on because you've already seen it. You really want to see it? Do you really want me to put it on? Okay, I'll put it on. Just hold on a second, please. Don't look. I just want to say, I just came up with this outfit and I love it. Actually, this started life as pants with a wide fold over waistband, and I realized I made the waistband so tall that I could actually use this as a jumpsuit. Huh? How good is this paired with this? This is a really fun sew. It's also pretty intense. This is for the advanced sewist. Paco Peralta was an amazing designer. If you can find any of his patterns, get them. They're going to like take up a lot of your time. And don't you need your time kind of filled right now? Don't you need something to do when we're still in the middle of all this? Yeah, let's put some more clothes on. This is the complete opposite of the jacket that I just showed you. This is 3 rectangles and it could not be simpler to make. And I show you how to make it right here. And if that link didn't show up for you, I will put that down in the description box as well. This is just a very simple little loungy drapey number. I just whipped this up in an hour and threw it on and went out to, you know, girls night or guys night or they's night. I went out to a night, felt cute, went out, might delete later. Look out now, Joan Crawford in the house, Mama Dearest in the house. I ain't got no cheering, but I do feel like Joan Crawford in this one. This fabric is from Selvage and Bolts, and I actually showcased it, I think in 2020. I don't feel the need always when I get a gorgeous fabric to make it up immediately. Sometimes you gotta let it marinate and figure out really what it is you want to make out of that fabric. I'm not saying sit on your precious fabrics for forever, because as we all know, we ain't got forever. But I'm saying sometimes a little patience is key until you figure out what it is you really want. And I figured out I wanted to be Joan Crawford, which is kind of weird. Speaking of weird, let's get into this quilted monstrosity. I mean, what is this even? Wait, there's a hood. Wait. Doesn't have a lot of movement per se. This is what I actually want to make a quilted coat out of. And I know there are a lot of quilters out there that are getting a little irate right now. This is from Rob's great-grandmother, I believe, or possibly just straight up grandmother. And they've been sitting in the closet in his dad's house for forever and forever. And they sent me some quilts and said, do with them what you will. Better that you make something out of it than it sit on a shelf. I'm gonna go now. Lovingly put this away. Lovingly. Don't at me, quilters. All right? I'm adding myself for this one. Marcy, what were you thinking? I can't put it on for you because I actually dissected it. It used to be a lined bodice. I cut away the lining to harvest it, as it were. I harvested the organs of this dress for a different dress. I might cut off the bodice and repurpose the skirt and have that from my life. I do that often, as I did with this skirt. This is another one for Threads magazine. This was actually for the print issue. This was to showcase a faced hem, which I'm going to show you all how to do in an upcoming video. This trick is so good, y'all. You're going to love it. But this used to be a dress, and I did not love the pattern. The pattern was Simplicity something, which I will link below, and I will caution you against. What they expected you to fit around your wrist, it was just too much. While I'm changing, I do want to say I did make this shirt This is a tuxedo shirt that I made for Rob, and it accidentally got shrunk in the wash, and so now it's mine. Total accident. Okay, I gotta get changed. Moving on now to the dress portion. This is a little dress that I draped. Well, it's not little at all. It took all 6 yards of a cut of wax print. Unfortunately, she can't be zipped up. No, you see, there's no zipping going on over there. Not because she doesn't fit, which is true of a lot of things in my closet at the COVID moment, more because I bought 50 zippers off of Amazon and they don't work. Anytime they go across a juncture, like right here, they don't want to budge. The tape pulls away from the teeth. That's why you don't see me linking bulk Amazon zippers below for you guys, because just don't. Do, however, get your hands on this pattern. It is my all-time favorite Vogue pattern. No matter what level sewist you are at, you can accomplish this pattern. It has pockets, a nice high back, and a nice low front. The front can be adjusted for those of us who want a little more demure effect. I myself don't care because rather than cleavage, I've got a valley, and I'm happy to show off my valley. It's a happy valley. I've added a little bit of elastication to give it a different look. I've also made this as a robe. There she is. You can make this same garment open, and then you immediately have this beautiful flowy robe. On this one, I added some little ties on the sleeves so it would cinch itself up. Sometimes I knot the ends so that when I'm walking, it just flutters and people want to follow me like the Pied Piper of fabric. I don't know how I feel about this one. This is a thrifted polyester yardage. I chose this fabric because it reminded me of my grandmother. She loved the color YELLA, and she had a small but very bright collection of polyester scarves and sort of over dresses that she would wear to go up a street. And she'd always say, "Let's go." And that's where my "let's go" comes from for these videos. It comes from my Nan. And so I kind of made this in honor of her favorite color, and some other colors that actually look a little better on my skin tone. I think it makes me sad because it makes me think of my Nan and think of if I had known how to sew when she was alive, I would have made her so many things. And that's why I made this. I have to find a way to wear this and make this a viable option in my closet, because this is one that it would be hard for me to hack up because of the reasons why I made it. Oh my God, getting so depressing. Let's get into another dress. Let's get into some wax prints. Yeah, there we go. All of these dresses are made with the same bodice. What? They all started off with my simple princess seamed bodice, and I hacked them and added different skirts to them. I love wax prints so much. I normally sew with it more in the summer months. I gotta find a way to incorporate it into the colder months, like I tell everybody that they should do. Hey hypocrite, how about you follow your own advice, all right? This bodice doesn't just work for, summery cotton dresses. It also works for fancy dresses. This is one of my fancy dresses that I wore. Not with these shoes, but these shoes sure are gonna be in the rotation a lot more in 2022, no matter what happens. This dress was worn on stage. Let's see, was it September? I don't know. Again, time is a notion. It's not a real thing. She might have been worn again this New Year's, but stuff was canceled because of a little something. I think this one is my favorite out of the concert dresses. For this one, I just took that same strapless bodice and I added a one shoulder little effect to it. Pattern hacking, y'all. Get into it, because it'll give you looks like this. Wax print again for the win. For this bodice, all I did to give myself a change was down the center front fold of the bodice. I actually made that a center front seam instead, so that I could give myself a nice little Peter Pan looking effect. This one took a minute, unlike this one that took a day of maniacal slam stitching. You can see this one in our stitch to finish video right here. It's that same bodice with a half circle skirt attached to it. There's some pom-pom trim on the hem. This is outdoor fabric from Madame Joann. I love outdoor fabric from Madame Joann. She got a lot of good prints. Tropical, I'm telling you what, y'all, this bodice, she do not quit. This is the same bodice, just has a little frill for a little on the farm romantic vibe. It's a full circle skirt. It really needs a giant petticoat to give it the full effect. And who's wearing giant petticoats everywhere? Who's doing that? I might do that. That might be me. I mean, that could be me. But today it's buried back in the closet, so I'm not actually going to pull that out of Narnia. You can see it in this video right here, where I also show you how to baby hem a dress. Baby hems are fantastic. They're so easy to do. You can do it. I believe in you. 2022, let's go. And here's the difference right here in what I'm talking about. This is a half circle skirt. You can see there's way less width around the hips, but it still gives you all of the drama. I teach you how to make this half circle skirt in this video right here. It is the easiest skirt I know how to make. It has one center back seam, a waistband and a hem, and that's it. It also has a zipper, but I have 2 videos on zippers for you. Invisible and regular. In 2022, let's get into some sewing. And also, let's note the fact that my skirt has actually been unhemmed at this point because I decided that I wanted to maybe hem her shorter, and I haven't done it yet. Speaking of short, how about it? This very little dress was made for a Threads Digital Ambassador Challenge in which we were supposed to be inspired by the runway. And I was inspired by the Australian design team Romance Was Born. They heavily influenced me because normally I would have made a maxi dress out of this, but I was inspired by a design that had a teeny mini dress and a sequin overlayer. I did have a sequin overlayer. There used to be a little jacket that went with it, and it's not here anymore because I cut it up because nothing in my closet is safe. I don't know. I was gonna put this one on next because I'm not sure this one is safe, but now that I'm wearing it with these pleathery boots from Yield Amazon, which I will link below because they come in leopard also, now I'm thinking maybe this outfit is actually quite safe. I kind of love her. I imagined it as an overlayer, but now I think she's a mini dress with sky-high, thigh-high boots. This is an Issey Miyake pattern, huh? Smell me. It's supposed to have like a super long layer that you bring up into a belt and a thing and a hoo-ha, but I just really simplified it, made it shorter, gave it a center front faced seam so it really hangs well in the front. I gave it some ties on the sleeves. I make a pattern and I gotta do something to it, like this one. This pattern is from Sew Over It, and it's meant to be not having little strings all over it. It's meant to be shorter, a different sort of seam finish. It's meant to be worn in reverse, but if you look at the back here, you can see, just imagine them 2 eyeballs on my hooters. Just imagine amongst yourselves. Sometimes my pattern placement ain't that great. There's a couple of things that are actually not here with me right now. There's my ever so comfortable thingamajig that is actually way too hot for New York. I mean, not for New York. It's like 23 degrees outside right now, but it's way too hot for inside our apartment, which is always Africa hot. Oh, hey, Rob.
Well, hello.
Aren't you hot?
I just came out from 23-degree weather.
All right, well, it's hot in here. Maybe you want to slip into something a little more comfortable so we can show the people everything that I have actually made.
Get out of here.
I will put them on myself. Ain't they stylish?
No, they're freaking hideous.
All right, everybody. Peace out. Emphasis on peace. We'll be back next week, maybe the week after. Hey, it's 2022. Let's not make any hard and fast plans. That's what she said. But we will see you soon, because we miss you guys. Bye. Yeah, there's one thing I forgot to show you. She's a bathing suit, but she kind of works as a top. I'm not showing you the bathing suit right now. Not happening. Here's a picture. I'm going back into New York Narnia because I don't want to go out there. Bye. That's it. That's the end of the video. That's it.